Well, at the end of the day, transportation is one of the backbones of our economy. So in terms of moving people, moving goods and services, and also the significance that transportation plays in our road to zero transmission, it's at the forefront. We can't ignore it. If we ignore it, we get further behind the curve. So bringing the CEOs of Metrolink, Foothill Transit, the COO of Metro, we got the brightest minds, and then we also have Dave Sikarsky, who is with the operating engineers local. I mean, we have all the components here to affect change, and that's what BizFed Institute Next Up Forums are about, is bringing all the players together to affect change so that we can move our economy and our quality of life forward.
We're going to lead the nation, we're going to lead the world. However, we're going to do a reality check on what the impact is for the next few years, the next decade, on our ability to compete. Our port throughput, as we heard, is down a quarter. That's a lot of movement that has shifted to other places in the United States. So while we're getting to our aspirational goals, we then will do some checks and balances to make sure we moderate so everyone can come along. I heard a lot of talk around the mom and pop or the smaller business enterprises, truckers and others, that we can't just, as Fran Inman, our chair, said, we can't just give them a timeout where they just take time off for a few years. Their businesses close and they have no employment and their employees have to go away. No, we can't treat it that way. We have to bring them along, and we have to give ourselves a reasonable throughput to get to the big goals.
The supply chain is invisible if everything is working well. All of us go ahead and live our daily lives, run our businesses, do what we do, get our health care, just assuming that everything is magically going to be there in terms of the goods. And that's only happens when we are high-performing, high-functioning within the supply chain. So I think for me, I like to talk about the system of systems just because everybody else was talking about a very linear supply chain. And I said, no, it doesn't work like that. You've got a system operating over here and another system over here, and they have to come together seamlessly.
I will say this about BizFed. They really think in terms of tomorrow as it relates to the needs of the business community, and bringing these kind of forums together is wonderful from the standpoint that it communicates exactly what these agencies are thinking as they're moving forward and helping us in the future.